Get ready.
Hey Disney lovers, and welcome back to another What's Coming to Disney Plus UK video. If you're new to the channel, then hello and welcome. We make Disney Plus videos every week, as well as other updates and trailers throughout the month. So make sure to click that subscribe button and the notification bell to never miss a video. Everything in this video does come from Disney sources and are correct at time of recording. But Disney do make it known that these are subject to change, which means they may add items or even take some away. As always, I will leave the timestamps in the description so you can jump to the day that you want. If you'd like to support us, then please do share this video and also check out our Patreon. The link will be in the description. Just to let you know that Mondays we'll have new episodes of Season 11 of Walking Dead, and Tuesdays we'll have more Only Murders in the Building, with all other usual episodes coming out on Wednesday and Fridays. But let's take a look at the new content. First up is Wednesday the 1st of September. Doug Days is a series of 5 shorts coming to Disney Plus Originals. It follows the humorous misadventures of Doug, the dog from Disney Pixar's Up. Each episode occurs with adventures in the backyard. Season 3 of Sydney to the Max, episodes 1 to 10 is coming. Sydney, a middle school student, and her father Max encounter different challenges in their daily lives, which they solve thanks to help from her grandmother Judy and their familiar bond. Minnie's Bow Tunes is all about Minnie's passion for fashion and showcases this in a short form series. She makes and sells her bows and bow ties for every occasion. Wicked Tuna Season 6 North vs South comes to National Geographic section. So many times been through this, so let's move on. World's Deadliest Jaws and Sins looks at the most wrathful, prideful, gluttonous, lustful, greedy, slothful and envious land species of the animal kingdom. So got all the sins covered there in this National Geographic documentary. Drug Season 2 pops along on the 1st of September. This gritty, hard-hitting series offers drug addicts the chance to get clean by putting them through medical and psychological testing and revealing the devastating effects that their drug use has on both their minds and bodies. Breakout Season 2 is told from the perspectives of both the escapees and the law enforcement teams tracking them as they dare to attempt to escape prisons in the US. Another episode of Marvel Legends, but this time is all about Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings. Interested to see this one, as Shang-Chi hasn't appeared in the MCU yet, so what clips will they use for this? Shang-Chi will not be a Premier Access movie and will only be in cinemas from the 3rd of September. And coming to the star section, we have the one word Feyenoord. Feyenoord, the People's Club, is headquartered on the bank of the Maas River in Rotterdam, but its massive fan base expands far throughout the Netherlands and beyond. For the first time in its 112-year history, Feyenoord is opening all its doors. Episode 1 comes out on the 1st, with new episodes every Wednesdays. Motherland Fort Salem Season 1 is a tale of Raleigh Collar, Abigail Bellwether, and Tally Craven, 3 witches who are conscripted into the US Army. The world finds itself at odds with a terrorist organization known as the Spree, a witch resistance group fighting against the conscription of witches. This looks really cool and I can't wait to give this one a go. Friday the 3rd of September doesn't have a lot on, but some good ones. Happier Than Ever, a love letter to Los Angeles, is a concert with Billie Eilish with her new album Happier Than Ever. Cannibal Sharks is packed with jaw-dropping footage and fascinating science. Cannibal Sharks investigates the shocking world of shark-on-shark predation. In Australia, we meet the fisherman who keeps finding several shark heads on his lines. Analysis reveals there can be only one perpetrator, another shark. King of Coke Living the High Life follows the true crime story of the multi-million-dollar yuppie drug ring run by Larry Lavin and 2 of his classmates. In the high-flying 1980s, his upper-crust neighbors didn't know Lavin led a double life, one that would finally be exposed by a shocking narcotics investigation. All the star items coming this week are... Firstly, we have The D'Amelio Show, which is about a family who have internet success almost overnight, and a 16-year-old Charlie become one of the biggest celebrities with over 150 million followers on TikTok. I'll give this one a miss, but let me know what you guys think of it. Matt Damon becomes the sole occupant on Mars in The Martian. Great sci-fi film where a scientist is left for dead on Mars after a storm, but he lives and must grow food and survive on the red planet until a rescue mission arrives. You do that thing you do. That Thing You Do is a film from 1996 about a band trying to make their way big. getting a record deal and US tours, but will their fame spoil their friendships and relationships? I do really love this film, so can't wait to watch it again. Derailed is a thriller about temptation and a difficult home life leave Charles open to an affair with Lucinda, whom he meets during his commute. Both are married with children, and it isn't long before they are together in a sleazy motel. However, a thug named LaRoche bursts into the room and attacks them, and they can't report it without their families discovering the affair. As if the violation wasn't enough, LaRoche then calls Charles to blackmail him. Now, I do love it when a plan comes together, and on the 3rd of September we have the A-Team remake from 2010. Hannibal Smith leads a close-knit team of elite operatives. Framed for a terrible crime, Smith and his men go rogue, using their special talents to clear their names and find the perpetrator. Wednesday, the 8th of September. First episode of Doogie Kamealihoha. I am so sorry I killed the pronunciation. It's about a teenage wonderkind who's juggling her high school life with an early medical career. Muppet Babies Season 3 pops along to Disney Plus for the little ones. Been over this a couple of times before, so let's take a look at some National Geographic items. Secret Life of Predators, a unique 4-part event series that plunges into nature's raw survival stories. Each hour in this series will focus on conflicts that take place in a unique battlefield, an arena that shapes how the predators that inhabit it hunt. Riding Britain's Railways has a presenter taking different rail journeys across the UK, using historical rail guides, board classic trains, and experience captivating views. The Truth Behind Season 2 will take a forensic look at more popular mysteries and use scientific experiments to carefully scrutinize them. Each film will look at conspiracy phenomenon and attempt to piece together the truth through a vigorous scientific investigation. Topics to include Atlantis, Area 51, Loch Ness, Crystal Skulls, King Arthur, and Camelot. Then popping along to Star. You guys have been very patient, but we have it. American Horror Stories starts streaming today on Disney Plus UK. Now, many of you have recommended this so many times, so I best give it a go. Season 1 to 6 of Private Practice comes to Star on the 8th of September. Dr. Addison Montgomery, a neonatal surgeon, leaves Seattle Grace Hospital and makes a fresh start at a small public clinic in Los Angeles, which is run by her friends Naomi and Sam Bennett. Friday the 10th of September, and the day before the day that changed the Western world. So we have a collection of 9/11 memorial titles. 9/11 Control the Skies, My 9/11, 9/11 The Plane That Hit the Pentagon, George W. Bush, The 9/11 Interview. I will give these a watch to learn more about what happened on that terrible day. We have a spark short from Pixar called 20-something. Then a rather unusual one, but one from the Disney Channel, Far Away from Raven's Home. The Raven Home special features Muppets of your favorite characters from the show. $1 Million Moon Rock Heist comes to National Geographic. On July 13, 2002, 25-year-old NASA trainee Thad Roberts and his accomplices broke into the Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas, and stole a safe full of priceless moon rocks collected from the Apollo lunar missions over the years. The next mega tsunami. 10 years after one of the most deadly tsunamis ever known, scientists are making a shocking discovery. Experts used to believe that the biggest killer waves were only generated in a handful of regions, but mounting evidence now suggests that more of the world's coasts, from the Mediterranean to Australia, could be in grave danger. But where will the next big one strike? Return from the Dead is a documentary with a world-leading neurologist and Dr. Stephen Lauries as he conducts immersive investigations into the phenomena of returning from the dead. As long as he isn't creating zombies, I think we've had enough bad news for 2020 and 2021. So let's swiftly go into the star items. Sequel to Maze Runner called Scorch Trials appears on Disney Star on the 10th of September. Upon escaping the maze, Thomas and his friends shifted to the facility run by Mr. Jansen. When they realize his intent, they escape, only to face the scorching heat in a lifeless world. Walk the Line is a film about the legendary Johnny Cash, an aspiring musician who receives a golden opportunity to tour with the famous June Carter. As Johnny's musical career takes flight, his marriage with Vivian starts falling apart. And finally, we have He Got Game. A convict tries to convince his estranged star basketball playing son to go to college so that the convict's prison term can be reduced in exchange. Saturday the 11th of September. Wait, hold up. Saturday? Yes, Saturday. Today is 9/11 and the 20th anniversary of the World Trade Center attacks, which started the war against terrorism. So today we have a one-off additional content of Bin Laden's hard drive. Newly declassified hard drives taken from the compound where Osama bin Laden was killed reveal a groundbreaking look at his personal life. Experts sift through the 470,000 digital files to piece together a roadmap into the minds of a mass murderer. Then on Wednesday the 15th of September, Mickey Mouse Hot Diggity Dog Tales are a series of 18 shorts with Mickey and Pluto. Another one for the young ones, Sadie Sparks Shorts. Sadie finds a magician's hat, and to her surprise it comes with a tenant, Gilbert. He is a magical bunny and assistant to the most famous wizards throughout history. On National Geographic, No Man Left Behind tells the story on every soldier's worst nightmare, being trapped in enemy territory. Botswana is another program coming, but we have no information on this as of yet. First season of Facing tells stories about the opposition to some of the world's most powerful and recognizable people, ranging from notorious figures like Saddam Hussein and Pablo Escobar to entertain icons such as Arnold Schwarzenegger. The docuseries explores the public figure's minds and motivations using rare archival footage and interviews with those who oppose them, real people who are facing off with giants. On the Star section, we finally have the Orville Season 1 and 2. This Star Trek-esque comedy by Seth MacFarlane follows the crew of the Orville on their many strange adventures. Then finally we have Seasons 1 to 3 of No Offense. No Offense is about a team of cops who are based in a criminal-ridden part of town who work together to keep the streets safe. Their commitment and strong work ethic has seen them put away arsonists, neo-Nazis, drug lords, and notorious murderers. Halfway through now, and we move to Friday the 17th of September. Another Pixar animation spark short comes to Disney Plus called Nonna. Then we have Disney's Broadway hits at London's Royal Albert Hall, a musical concert of some great Disney songs performed at the Royal Albert Hall in London. Funny enough. Descendants' Royal Wedding is an animation where Mal and Ben's wedding is the biggest event Auradon's ever seen, but Hades threatens to ruin it for Mal, leading to a showdown on the Isle of the Lost that could change everything. Water and Power, a Californian heist. In California's cultivated water system, water barons find ways to structure a state-engineered system to their own advantage. This examination shows how small farmers and everyday citizens are facing the drought and a new debilitating water crisis. Also on National Geographic section is Petra's Secrets of the Ancient Builders. Built over 2,000 years ago, it contains innumerable architectural treasures, colossal buildings carved into cliffs, and hundreds of tombs, temples, and baths. The documentary explores some of those. Worst weather ever? We have all seen a strange turn in the weather wherever we live, but this documentary sees some of the most chaotic and destructive weather where many people have lost their lives from. A series of World War II items comes to the National Geographic section. Hitler the Junkie, Hitler's Supergun, Eyewitness D-Day, and Hitler's Teen Killers. Then for Star, we're going to kick off with one that you've all been asking me about since Star was released in March. Deadpool. Mercenary Wade Wilson has cancer, and twisted scientist Ajax says that he can cure him of it. However, the experiment leaves him disfigured and changed forever, and he seeks his revenge. This one is not for the kids, folks, as that is why it will be in the Star section, even though he is a Marvel character. Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter, pops along to the Star section on the 17th. When his country is threatened by a ferocious group of vampires, Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, sets out on a mission to eliminate them. I haven't seen this, but might give it a watch closer to Halloween. The last item on the 17th is Antoine Fisher. This movie is set after a brutal flare-up with sailor Antoine Fisher, a Navy officer who is sent to psychiatrist Dr. Jerome Davenport. Eventually, he finds new hope in life after coming to terms with his painful past. Wednesday the 22nd of September, Star Wars Visions is a new animated series based on Star Wars. It is a unique show created by leading Japanese anime studios, giving a new take on the galactic worlds. I am really looking forward to watching this. All episodes will be available on the 22nd. I will be doing a review of them all towards the end of that week, once I return from my travels with work. Spidey and His Amazing Friends Season 1, with all 7 episodes, swings onto Disney Plus. Spidey teams up with Ghost Spider and Miles Morales to make up the Spidey team, with some assistance from Spidey's comical but loyal Spider-Bot, Trace. Just roll with it. Season 2 is about the Bennett and Blatt family who try to get used to their family one day at a time. The live studio audience takes part by giving the characters improv scenes to act out. Dian Fossey's Secrets in the Mist comes to the National Geographic section. Dian Fossey changed the way people view gorillas. She told the world how they lived and dedicated years to fighting a battle against encroaching gorilla poachers. Her obsession may have ended up killing her. 3 decades after Fossey was murdered in a remote mountain cabin in Rwanda, National Geographic looks back at her life and legacy. Africa's Deadliest 4 comes to Nat Geo on the 22nd. In the battlegrounds of Botswana, it takes cunning, power, and ingenuity to survive. This 3-part series explores how hunters and the hunted employ an array of weapons, tricks, and tactics to gain the upper hand. Taboo 7, not sure what this one is, but I assume it is the new season of Taboo on National Geographic section. Lion Ranger is a documentary where Kevin Richardson gives you a look at lions from a completely different perspective. Then flipping over to the Star items, first 3 episodes of Why the Last Man comes to Star. Based on DC's Comics acclaimed series, Why the Last Man traverses a post-apocalyptic world in which a cataclysmic event decimates every mammal with a Y chromosome before one man and his pet monkey. The series follows the survivors in the new world as they struggle with their efforts to restore what was lost and the opportunity to build something better. Stumptown Season 1 is another comic-inspired show. Based on the graphic novels of the same name, it follows the story of Dex, a strong, assertive, and sharp-witted army veteran who has a complicated love life, gambling debt, and a brother to take care of in Portland. Press Season 1 shows the editors and the news journalists working for the Herald and its rival, The Post, to try to deal with the overbearing pressure of working in the fast-paced and changing British newspaper industry. And last for the 22nd is Deadwater Fell. Starring David Tennant, a seemingly perfect and happy family is murdered by someone they know and trust. The small Scottish community they call home becomes riven with mistrust and suspicion as those closest to the family begin to question everything they thought they knew about their friends. Friday, 24th of September. A Spark Story is a documentary behind the Spark shorts of how Pixar Animation made those iconic little shorts. Witness Disaster, hard-hitting amateur, CCTV and news footage reveals how some of the world's biggest national disasters took away people's lives, homes and hope in Witness Disaster. Surviving witnesses tell you what it was like in the midst of nature's most devastating attacks. Combined with genuine CCTV footage, their stories bring to life the terrifying reality of what it is like to experience outright disaster. Giraffe African Giant is also coming to Nat Geo, giving you more information about these long-legged, tall-necked animals who roam the savannah in Kenya. Strangest Bird Alive is a look at the ostrich and will be coming to the National Geographic section on Friday the 24th of September. 2000's Greatest Tragedies is a documentary about many disasters that have happened in the 2000s, either by nature or by man. It looks at things such as the Twin Tower attacks to the devastating Boxing Day tsunami. American Blackout is a hyper-realistic drama that explores the effect of a devastating cyber attack on America's national electricity grid. Members of the public record what they can on their phones and cameras as the country descends into anarchy. Inside the Hunt for Boston's Bombers is a documentary that follows the lead investigators during their desperate 5-day manhunt that followed the shocking terrorist attack at the Boston Marathon in 2013. Dino Deathmatch explores the dueling dinosaur fossils, which depicts a fight scene from the gigantic beasts. With the new evidence found about this new predator, CGI brings it to life to reveal the dinosaur like no other. Inside the Muslim Brotherhood exposes the hidden role of Egypt's most powerful political organization. The documentary gains extensive access to leading figures within the Muslim Brotherhood and reveals both how they were kept popular support despite being banned from the political arena and what their plans are now for the future of the country. Then coming to Star. First is The Descendants, not the Disney Channel one. A father unites with his two daughters after his wife goes into a coma. Together they tried to find the man she was seeing before the accident. Liam Neeson is back again with Taken 3, as if the bad guys of the world haven't learned by now to leave him alone. Brian Mills is accused of a murder he did not commit. He does not want to accept this unjust fate and makes a run for it. So not taken, but more run-in. Also, we have Cinderella Man coming to Star, which is about ex-boxer James J. Braddock in the Great Depression. He works as a day labourer until his former manager offers him a one-time slot against a young rising contender. The last up on the 24th, we have Broken Arrow. Major Vic Deakins holds the US government to ransom by stealing a nuclear warhead and threatening to detonate it in a major city. His co-pilot and a park ranger attempt to thwart his plans. Then finally we have Wednesday the 29th of September. Dino Ranch rides on in for the little ones, which follows the Cassidy family and their pre-historic dinosaur ranch. The young ranchers learn the ropes and have many adventures and challenges. The last 11 episodes of Season 4 of Raven's Home will also be coming to Disney Plus UK on the 29th of September. Africa's Hunters Seasons 1 and 2 is coming to the National Geographic section, which looks at the behaviour and physical features of Africa's major predators. Then our final star items for the month. The first 2 episodes of The Great North starts on the 29th, which follows the adventures of a single dad and his weird Alaskan family. We also have Season 9 of Modern Family, which we have been through before, so going to move on to our final item of the month, which is Mistress Seasons 1 to 4. A group of 4 female friends embarks on an adventurous and scandalous journey and finds different ways to deal with complex relationships. And that's it for what's coming to Disney Plus UK in September. A few different ones that people have been asking for this month, so do let me know what you are most excited about seeing this month. Our poll for your favourite Walt Disney Animation movies is now closed, so make sure to check out our weekly videos on the results throughout September. Thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate you taking the time to watch our videos. If you'd like to support us, do share the video as it massively helps us out. Also, you can tip us on coffee.com or you can become one of our patrons on Patreon. We have Disney podcasts, behind the scenes content, early access to videos like this, and can even watch me recording these videos for a bit of fun and see how many times I mess up. The links will be in the description below. With Halloween fast approaching, what spooky things do you want to see coming to Disney Plus in October? Maybe Little Einsteins? Is that one you want to watch? Let me know in the comments. But until next time.